And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shammy. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson and I think about the connection of such a great player and all of the adversity that he had to endure, baseball's hard enough just to play, but then everything sort of on the field, off the field, and how he persevered through that, so inspiring.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And on the mound today, Shane McClanahan.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
David Hamilton leading things off and takes a strike. And a swing and a miss.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball.
Batting second, the right fielder.
And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran.
He's done a great job making contact recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game in his last 5.
Duran launched a homer in his most recent game. Hamilton on at first, nobody out. And there's a foul ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And now 1 and 2.
The count.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Sosa sizing this one up, and it's caught for the out.
Batting third, the left fielder.
As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Wilyer Abreu.
Boog, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That one just misses, and it's 1 and 2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Way
2
high.
balls, 2 strikes.
That's
Down
down
to
and
3
in.
and 2.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And ball
That's
4,
ball 4.
2 aboard.
Take your base.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
And here is David Ortiz. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
And it's 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Rafael
Devers now.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
First
Ball
pitch
1.
doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Two on, 2 outs. Liner, base hit. Hamilton around third, but now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now the third baseman. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, with this
0-1
many
the count.
pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
He's under it. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Boston nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Getting the nod on the mound, Clay Buchholz. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Just off the outside edge. 1-1. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Almost got him to commit, but he held back.
Ground ball right side. Hamilton. The throw to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
0-1.
Yandy Diaz now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. 1 out, bases empty. And he takes a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
In the air, left field. But misjudges this one, and it falls. Pulls him to third safely with a triple. One down, runner at third. Here's the third baseman. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Foul ball there. Just missed. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Diaz stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Hard hit left side. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 1-0. And now the right fielder.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
There's a strike. Buchholz, 25 years old. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Left-hand batter waits. Next pitch in for a strike. 1-2. In the air, right field. Durant under it. Brings it in. Out number 2. And now the first baseman. So RBI spot, 42. But Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And now it's even up.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. A run, a hit, and a man left. We head to the 2nd here at Tropicana Field. It's the Rays 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. McClanahan back to work. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Now it's the shortstop. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Pulls that one foul.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Nice grab.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved a knock.
Masataka Yoshida, the next to hit. Outside.
Yep,
and that's ball 1. And there's a hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Hamilton.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that drops foul. Line drive, and now maybe extra bases.
Back-to-back base hits. Everything was mechanically
right
sound
fielder,
with that swing
Duran.
right there. I mean, that's pretty much what
Duran.
you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
So digging in, Jarren Duran. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And that's the third out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Rays 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here at Tropicana Field, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Franco. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And a foul ball. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's the first curve we've seen today, and it shouldn't be the last.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Danny Jansen, batting with one down, takes a strike. Buchholz, he's become known as a guy that's really tough to take deep, and that is especially valuable today, Chris, when the ball's going out of the ballpark so much. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It's very important. It's all about run prevention, right? So when you have that, it's a plus. But if you are going to give up the long ball, you want the bases to be empty, and that's where control and command really comes into play for a guy like this.
Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
2 outs, base is empty. Outside low, and it's 1-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Manny Ramirez.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it on his own. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Now batting, the designated hitter, David Ortiz.
And next is the designated hitter, David Ortiz. Flied to right his first time. And that
That's a
one
ball.
a little below the knees, and it's
Ball
1-0.
no strikes.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Backed off the plate that time. This one popped up. Franco. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rafael.
And
Devers.
here is Devers, 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch
Ball, that's
misses. And
Ball
another
2.
ball. Next
That's
offering
ball 3.
upstairs. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Johnny DeLuca.
Gianluca.
And that's fouled off. And that is out of play. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot,
Now
just
batting,
dominating
left
these
fielder,
hitters. I mean, it
Carl
doesn't look like it's a fun
Crawford.
at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Here's the left fielder, Carl Crawford. And that's
Outside, that's a
outside.
ball.
And that is ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away,
2-0.
you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Devers takes it to the bag, and 2 straight set down
Now
to begin the
batting,
bottom of the 3rd.
designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
And stepping in for the Rays, Yandy Diaz. Clips the corner. It's 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's going back. Back some more. And that one is off the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now the third baseman. Fastball for a strike. Now 1-1.
Ball 1.
It's really trying to stay in on the hands, not let them get extended. as that's where the potential for damage exists.
Runner at second, 2 down. And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 left for Tampa, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back to the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. On to the 4th. Still stepping in for Boston, number 42. Swinging a foul straight back. You know, Singy, when you think about every player wearing number 42 on Jackie Robinson Day, you can thank Ken Griffey Jr. for all of it. Griffey was the first player to come up with the idea of wearing number 42 back on April 15th in 1997, the 50th anniversary of Robinson's major league debut. That was also the day that Bud Selig retired his number. And Griffey, who was playing for the Mariners at the time, asked to have his uniform number flip-flop, switching from 24 to 42. And now the center fielder, Wilyer Abreu. He's 0 for 1. Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No, he held up. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And another ball.
No strike.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Three and 2.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Off balance feed. There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And the batter will be the shortstop. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back now in Tampa Bay. Stepping in the long ball threat, number 42. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And here's the first baseman. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Up the middle, Hamilton fires over to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Franco. Struck out swinging his first time. That one outside. 1-0. Franco in his 3rd season, just 21 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. On the ground, right side. Now the throw to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down that time. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Rays 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. McClanahan back to work. On the ground at first. Takes it himself. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, David Hamilton. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Tap foul at the plate.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Left field, Crawford makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
So 2 down now, and
Duran.
here is Jarren Duran. 0 for 2 in this one. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Red Sox go down quietly. They still trail 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure. Hacking
Now
at those first 2 pitches, but
baseman,
clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Sosa batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. High chopper to 3rd, and that one handled. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Johnny DeLuca. Dives, and he can't hang on. He beats the throw, and so they end up with some speed on at first. So the Rays batting order turns over. Next to hit, Carl Crawford. He's grounded out a couple of times. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Slider clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either. Back-to-back singles. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Yandy Diaz. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. That's outside. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So the Rays strand a pair, but they still lead it 1-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez. Ripped to short. Sends it across to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, designated hitter, David.
Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, David Ortiz.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And the 1-0. And that one fouled off. The Rays leading by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Not even close there. 2-1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rafael Devers.
Here's Rafael Devers. 1 for 2. Center field. Crawford gets under it. And that is that. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Rays 1 and the Red Sox nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Here's a big power threat. Number 42. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That clips the corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Next pitch misses outside. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
So a man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Nobody out, runner at first. Out to center. Abreu calls it in, and there's one away. Next is the speedy first baseman.
Number 42.
Strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Off the mark there, and it's 2-2. And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Runner!
Runner on the goal, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess
Now
he saw
batting,
it really
number
well.
42.
It's a really nice plate appearance.
Franco next to hit for the Rays. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Two on, one out. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Danny Jansen to hit here.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
High fly ball out into left center field. Ramirez nabs it, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, number 42. In the air out towards right center. DeLuca sizes this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now at the plate, Wilyer Abreu. That misses.
1-0.
Ball 1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. It bangs off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap. Really important at bat coming up now.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Shane McClanahan out of the game. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back.
Now pitching for the
So they
Rays.
turn to the lefty in this spot,
Number
Garrett
42.
Clevenger.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
1 out, runner at second. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Fouled off. He was late.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Red Sox with a chance to tie it up. With a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Bases. Abreu headed for the plate. He'll score and then tie it. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And now here is Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And that one fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Not close with that one. Ball one.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
This one in the dirt, and the runner holds. Go-ahead run at second here in the top half of inning number 7.
3-2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the second baseman, David Hamilton. There's the strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Off the mark there, and it's a ball and a strike. Next offering misses down and away. Fly ball down the line. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Red Sox with an RBI double, all even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Rays, Lenny Sosa.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Inside, and that is ball 1. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Here's the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. That one fouled off. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air, out towards left center. Abreu makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Crawford in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-0. There's the strike at the knees.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
That one a little bit high. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that's outside it is ball 4, and he's on base.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there in the base pass, it can turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Diaz in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Next Next pitch is outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a bouncer towards third. In time to Devers, and that will end the inning. The Rays strand just the 1. Still tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Drew Rasmussen. So
now
stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. 0 for 3 in this one.
Drew Rasmussen.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Hauls it in for the out.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. And the first offering is not close.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. One down, base is empty. And the count 1-2. On the ground, down the line, and it's foul. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. Now here is David Ortiz.
Now batting, designated hitter David Ortiz.
And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no
2 down,
strike.
nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And there's a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
And that one is lifted in the air. Crawford under this one. And that is that. Bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, number 42.
Leading up for the
Brian Bayo on to pitch
now
out of the pen here. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Brian Bayo.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Ball 2.
And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That one drilled left field. Fair ball. Here comes the throw. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Now it's the right fielder. Just off the inside edge. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Man at second. And that's off the outside edge. And a count now even up. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, it's off the mark, and he scores.
Big RBI for him right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now the first baseman. Climb the ladder With that fastball, it's 0-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and that's a swing according to umpire Matthew Ross.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
And a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score the relay throw.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One down, runner at third. Now it's Jansen to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Fought off foul. One away with a runner at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one close, ruled a ball. 1-1.
Here's the sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Franco takes his lead at third with 1 away. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And it remains 2-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Sosa at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Outside low, and 1-1. On and miss, struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, Rays 3, and the Red Sox 1.
Now pitching
back
for the
now,
Rays.
and on the mound, the closer, Edwin Uceta.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Rafael Devers up to hit. 1 for 3. Swing and a foul out of play. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And it's fouled away. Uceta, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Base is empty, one away here in the top of the ninth. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Just
Ball
misses with that one.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Sosa sizing this one up. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. And instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Swing and a pop-up. Franco. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays even this series up at a game apiece.
I'd say you're lying if you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak. This W definitely helps them relax a little bit and take some of the pressure off from it going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game losing streak.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from Tampa Bay.